What's good, boys? Today, we're back with predicting every NFL playoff game. No need for an intro. Let's just get straight into it, and we are going to start with the Steelers at the Buffalo Bills. This is going to be our annual first-round blowout. We will take the Bills to win this one. They've won 5 straight games, and the Steelers, we know they're frauds. They just make the playoffs every year because of Mike Tomlin. I actually made a bit of a gentleman's bet over this game. I kind of need the Bills to win this one because if not, it might involve me wearing a paper bag over my head. I'm very confident in the Bills to win this game. TJ Watt's out too, so the Steelers really have no talent left on the roster. I just don't see a world where the Bills don't win this one. So now we'll move on to the Dolphins, number 6 seed playing the number 3 seed Chiefs. I don't know if this is the Chiefs' year, but at the same time, it is really difficult to pick against Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. I think I might take the Dolphins here because the Chiefs, it's going to be Tyreek Hill's revenge game at Arrowhead, and he can hang 200 yards on any of those Chiefs corners. I think that this is going to be a big day for him specifically. I just don't know if Trent McDuffie's going to be able to handle all that speed, and I know Tyreek's got a vengeance. The Dolphins are hungry after losing to the Bills. The Chiefs have kind of been limping this season. They don't look as strong as they used to, and I don't think that this team's unbeatable. Next, we got the 5 seed Browns and the 4 seed Texans. The Browns are the hottest team in football. They have the best defense in the entire league, and I think this is going to be a really tough game for C.J. Stroud. His offensive line has been holding up great all year, but I think it's going to collapse under the pressure of Myles Garrett, and I think Joe Flacco's hot streak is going to do just enough against this Texans defense. They're not exactly the type of team that's going to hold up in the playoffs. I think they've had a good year. I think this team's 1 year away, though, but next year, look out, because a couple good draft picks, and this team's going to be scary. Let's move on to the NFC wildcard round. 7 seed Packers at the 2 seed Cowboys. I think that the Cowboys will walk away this one in a narrow victory. Jordan Love has started to look better in recent weeks, but this Cowboys defense is amazing. I just don't see much of a world where the Packers come away with this one. I mean, the Cowboys are notorious for choking the playoffs. It would not surprise me if they somehow lost this game. But Dak has been playing incredibly well. He could be the MVP if Lamar Jackson didn't exist, or Christian McCaffrey, however you look at it. The Cowboys, they have too many threats, too much star power, and they've been playing very well. There's a reason they won the division over the Eagles. Now let's move into the best game of Wild Card Weekend. It is going to be Matt Stafford's return to Detroit. Oh, the storylines with this game are amazing. I'm picking the Lions here. Matt Stafford is going to hang in there, but at the end of the day, the Lions have a more complete roster. And in the playoffs, it's all about the talent that you have up and down. They're going to do a good job handling Aaron Donald, and while Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, Kyrie Williams, and Matt Stafford make for a great offense, the offensive line is going to really begin to collapse under the pressure of Aiden Hutchinson. I think the Lions take this one handedly, although it's going to be a good game for a while. It's just going to be like the Lions are going to start running the ball at the end, and that's going to be the end of it. Now we're moving on to the limping Eagles taking on the Buccaneers. Eagles aren't winning a playoff game this year. I look at this team that's lost 5 of their last 6. A.J. Brown's hurt. Jalen Hurts is hurt. No pun intended. And they're so banged up, and morale's got to be so low. They've limped into the playoffs. They look like frauds. They just lost to the Giants. I don't see much of a world where they lose this game. So now let's move on to my divisional playoff bracket. And we've got the 1 seed Ravens at the 6 seed Dolphins. I think that the Ravens take this one. Lamar Jackson's looked like the MVP. Let's go through positionally. I think that the only position where the Dolphins have a true advantage is wide receiver. And we all know Lamar Jackson can make it work with anyone. I think the Ravens take this one by a bit. The Dolphins are looking banged up. They don't really have much of a pass rush. And when you are playing Lamar Jackson, you need guys who are going to get after the quarterback. And they only have 2 healthy edge rushers. And they run a 3-4. So they're going to need those guys to contain Lamar Jackson, and I just don't know if Andrew Van Ginkel's going to do that. So I think the Ravens walk away with this one by at least 2 scores in this hypothetical matchup. Now we're moving on to the 5 seed Browns at the 2 seed Bills. Bills look red hot. They look red hot, and I am not picking against them until they give me a reason to do so. Allen has been playing amazing as of recent weeks. I think that the Bills can do a better job of handling Myles Garrett, and it's going to be a close game, but I think Joe Flacco's Lindsay run is going to end here. I think he's going to throw like 1 touchdown to 3 picks, and that's what might cost the Browns this game, as much as I hate to say it because I love Joe Flacco. Buccaneers at the 49ers. 49ers take this one easy. They look like one of the best teams in football right now. Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, they're a complete team. They're a strong team. They just look like an amazing team. I'm not picking against... It's the same thing. I'm not picking against the 49ers until they give me a reason to do so. Now we've got the 3 seed Lions at the 2 seed Cowboys. This would be an amazing matchup, a rematch, but the Lions are going to walk into this one fired up because the last time they played this team, they got robbed, and I'm talking robbed. Like, you would have thought that somebody came in there and just stole the game. Like, somebody actually bribed the refs here, or maybe that's what the scriptwriters had in mind. Maybe they wrote that the Lions would get cheated, then they'd walk in with firepower, and then they'd kick the Cowboys. But I think this one's a Lions dub by 3 scores or more. This is going to be a blowout if they play again. I refuse to believe Dan Campbell's not going to coach his best game here. So, yes, I will be taking the Detroit Lions. On to our hypothetical conference championship. Bills-Ravens, this would be the game of the year. I'm going to be honest. You got the 2 best quarterbacks from the 2018 draft going head-to-head. Teams with good receivers, good running backs, and quarterbacks who could probably make do with anything. But at the end of the day, I think the team with more star power is going to walk away with this one. The Buffalo Bills have looked so red hot. I'm taking them here again. I think this might be their year. While okay, before you guys call me a biased Bills fan, I see a world where the Ravens walk away with this one. Absolutely. If they walked away with this one, I would not be shocked. I'd just be sad. That's it, okay? Lamar's looked amazing, and this would be a really competitive game, but at the end of the day, I think in the playoffs, star power matters. The Bills will probably have the better defense. I just look at the Bills, and I see a team that could go all the way. 3 seed Lions at the 1 seed Niners. Niners are absolutely the best team in the NFC. I think they take this one by like 2 scores maybe. I think they establish the run early, and eventually they think they begin to catch that D-line guessing. But McCaffrey is going to be very present in this game. They're not going to be able to stop McCaffrey. They're going to try, but I think this one's going to be a rough way for the Lions to exit, unfortunately. And now moving on to my hypothetical Super Bowl. This is the Super Bowl that everybody had in their brackets last year. And I'm talking everybody. I had this one too. But Josh Allen versus Brock Purdy. I'm taking the better quarterback. I have the Bills as my Super Bowl champion. They look so red hot as of late. And against the 49ers, Brock Purdy might struggle. Again, this guy was a 7th round rookie. I don't know if I trust him yet. In big games, he's proven that there's potential that he will collapse. And in the playoffs, you just can't have that. So I'm going to go with the guy who will win you a game. He's going to go out, throw a couple interceptions, but he's also going to go out, throw 4 touchdowns. And if you guys want a score prediction, 33-30 on a last-second field goal, because Josh Allen will make a cycle play at the end of the game. And that's what's going to win it. Comment what you would change, because I know there are a lot of you guys who are going to be screaming at me in the comments for this playoff bracket. Yeah, hopefully you did enjoy. Comment what you changed. Comment if you want to see a James Cook gameplay, because I might do that one soon. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace.